Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be going through the round 5 trade targets in the end, and going through who I think is actually a good target. We do have the Melbourne Stars double coming up in this round, in round 5, and then you have the Perth Scorchers and the Adelaide Strikers double in round 6. So those are sort of what everyone seems to be doing with their targets at the moment, especially have it currently on the round 1 coaches, top 1% coaches and what they're doing. And basically everyone at sea at the moment, the top 10 targets in for even the round 5 are all, for the top 5% are all from those 3 teams. In the top 1%, looking at the round changes, you see that from those 3 teams, the top 8% traded in are from those 3 teams that have the next bye. And then you do have some weird trade-ins here. Not going to lie. To be fair, Melbourne Stars on the double, but I wouldn't be trading in Lawrence here. Just looking at that. But before we get into this video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on, as you forgot in the hour after this. You've got the my team preview for round 5, and there are a couple of things I just need to question about what I'm going to do. So there will be 2 options, I think, with the round 5, and see what I do. They may change, but it will be one of those 2 options that I have in the end. So let's get into the video. So, Imad Wasim, top guy traded in at the moment, and he is one that I'm looking at for my trading in for my week for round 5, as I don't sort of want to go with the crowd a little bit. I think Chris Green is enough of a pod in itself, alongside how some of my players are still there, like a Will Sutherland is almost, like, if we look at this, this is mostly my side at the moment, and Webster is probably going to be faded by me. Darcy Short might be picked up, and then you've got Marcus Stoyne. So one of these 2 is going to be picked up. That is basically the lower bound of one of the plans. And then you've got, just looking down here, just trying to find him. Imad Wasim, 35%. He is one of the guys. And then you've also got, Inglis is there as well. And then Andrew Ty as well is a guy that I'm looking at the moment. Just looking forward for the next round, as Andrew Ty at 151k is almost a steal at that price. But if we look at the trade things, for the top 1%, you've got Imad Wasim, the top trade in. And yeah, so he's at 176 trade-ins out of the top 500 or so, and you can see here 2,000 trade-ins overall for only 4 trade-outs. I don't know why people will be trading him out, to be honest. Inglis, 133k. I understand the trade-in. He has been someone that I've thought about trading in, and he probably will be traded in come the Scorchers double. I've thought about potentially just going. My thought was in between recording the cash cows and now the trade targets was, why don't I go look at potentially trading in Darcy Short, saving myself 50k, and instead of some of the other guys that I'm trading in, think about trading in the likes of Imad Wasim as well, because not only does he have a good role in the side, he's also got a decent break even that he can hit given his bowling, especially because he should be bowling in the crucial stages, so that'll be interesting, to be honest with you. But do I want to overexpose myself with Darcy Short and Matt Short in both double games against the Scorchers, with the Scorchers bowlers that I want to pick? I don't know if I want that, and I don't know whether Darcy Short is the best player, to be honest with you. He does look like he's in form a little bit at the moment, but I don't know whether I want to necessarily trade him back into the side at the moment. He does have a negative 30 break even and is projected to go up 16k, but we'll see what happens there, to be honest with you. As you can see, he is traded in a lot, but he's still averaging 53 and has gone, what's he gone? A 94 and a 65, 94 in the double. What did he put up? He put up 69, 15 and 10, and then obviously didn't play in the first game, as that was a rain out. So yeah, there is certainly looking at Darcy Short. I just wonder if he's not going to probably bowl again, so he's just going to be a pure batter, and I don't know whether I want him for the double, to be honest with you, over some other guys in the double week. So there's that. But now let's go back to this. Ahmad Wazeem, Josh Inglis, understand that. Jamie Overton, understand that. Preparing for the double, and he's just a beast on the single at the moment. Marcus Stoinis, understand taking the punt. He did really well at Adelaide Oval last New Year's Eve game. He ended up putting a 75 off 35, so that would be what? 25 points plus 10, so that would be a 109 in itself. So if he can repeat that, that would be huge. And we don't know the Stars order, but I suspect there is potential for either Harper or Rogers to slide down the order, and we'll see what happens there, because if Rogers slides, I probably don't want him. If Harper slides, then I probably want Rogers for the double. So we'll just see with that. And yeah. Hardy up there as well, 10% trade in. Harper's still getting traded in, even though he cannot bat to save himself, and that's just going to lose money, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if he lost money off that 79 break even. Andrew Ty, understand it, even though that 3 break even turns into a 49 for his double. Darcy Short, minus 30 break even. We talked about him, I guess, in the Cash Cows video. Jake Fraser McGurk, understand why people would trade him in. Only a 15 break even, but he is only on a single, so he should just be a bench rider, and that's why I'm keeping him for being bench rider. Dan Lawrence, don't really get that. I don't think he will bowl in the Stars lineup, and I think he will just bat. He probably will just bat 5, to be honest with you, and then they'll slide Hilton Cartwright to 6, and probably Rogers or Harper comes in at 7, to be honest with you. But we'll wait and see on that one. I don't think Stoinis will drop to 7, to be honest. Tom Rogers, I think he's the opener that stays, to be honest with you. I think Harper is just shocking, and you just can hide Harper at 7, to be honest with you, as you might as well be Harper's just a definite wicket, so you might as well just put him at 7 rather than opening and putting more pressure on the guys that open and bat 3, 4, and 5. Then you got Bartlett. I understand that, trading him in. I think he's one that I'll look for in the Brisbane Heat double. But the only problem I have with Bartlett is the weather looks pathetic for the Brisbane game. So I want to steer clear of the Brisbane guys, even though they've got the double heading in 7. So probably a little early also to bring in Bartlett. Edwards, understand that, but that's probably just a cash cow type of role. Ashanaga, understand that as well, going into their double, but I don't like Ashanagar's stats too much. Given previous years, he's really a 35 point per game guy, so I don't really like Ashanaga, and I feel like he's one that they're sort of attacking a lot more against him at the opposition, because I don't think his bowling is necessarily his best. Chris Lynn and David Payne in prep for the double, but David Payne is also not in the squad for this round, so I wouldn't be trading him in for the 17 people that did in the top 1%. And that pretty much is everyone in this top 1% that is notable. Top 5%, you sort of see more difference trade in, but relatively the same. But Webster up there, I'm just not going to trade. I'm going to fade him just because I reckon the role there is a little bit jumbled, I reckon, as well as Dan Lawrence coming in can bowl. Soinus has bowled a little bit. Maxwell's back to bowling his 4. And so there's like so many guys there, as well as they're going to have Paris, Mard. Who else is going to bowl for? You've got Paris, Mard, and then you've also got another bowler, I want to say. Filter, let's go Melbourne Stars, let's go here. So they're going to have bowling-wise, let's actually filter for the bowlers because that'll be easier. They're going to have probably Stoinis, Paris, Maxwell, potentially Steckity. Merlot's probably going to be the guy that gets dropped for Dan Lawrence. And then you've also got, if we look at their averages here, you'll see, so Maxwell, Ahmad Wazeem, you've got Paris, Stoinis, Webster will probably bowl a little bit, and then Steckity probably as well, but still plays. He did have a DMP last round, so that is interesting. And there is, we don't know about Nathan Coulter, what's going on there yet. So they do still have, I'm pretty sure, enough bowlers at the moment. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see Webster's role, but I'm willing to anti-pod him this round, which could be a killer blow, but we'll just wait and see on that one. But anyway, that pretty much is the video, and I'll see you guys in the team preview for round 5 in the next hour. Bye, guys.